China, with a population of 1.4 billion, consumes up to 1 billion tons of chicken each year, a staggering figure. So, what's the secret behind maintaining such a massive chicken supply? What's unusual about their farming process? Let's uncover the astonishing truth in this video. The Chinese have a type of chicken called the Chinese broiler chicken. This breed grows rapidly and yields a high meat production. Thanks to these advantages, the white-feathered broiler has become the top choice in China's poultry farming industry. Chicken farms in China typically follow a modern industrial farming model. Enclosed facilities are equipped with temperature and humidity control systems, along with automated ventilation, creating an ideal environment for chickens to grow. The broiler farming process lasts between 5 to 8 weeks, depending on the purpose. If raised for meat, chickens are usually sent to market when they reach a weight of about 4 to 5 pounds. For egg production, they continue to be cared for until they reach maturity and begin laying eggs. Young hens can start laying eggs at 18 to 20 weeks of age, producing an average of 280 to 300 eggs per year. White-feathered broiler chickens in China are raised in an industrial farming system with a scientifically designed diet to ensure optimal growth rates. Throughout the farming process, they are fed according to different growth stages, from chicks to fully grown birds. The primary diet of broiler chickens consists of a grain mix, including corn, wheat, soybeans, and essential minerals and vitamins. In the early stages, chicks are given high-protein feed to promote rapid growth. As they mature, their diet is adjusted to balance protein and energy, allowing them to develop muscle and reach the standard weight before being sent to market. Feeding follows a strict schedule to maintain a healthy digestive system. Clean drinking water is also crucial, helping chickens absorb nutrients efficiently and preventing disease. Additionally, overfeeding or underfeeding must be avoided, as it can negatively impact growth rates and meat quality. White-feathered broiler chickens in China are raised not only for meat but also for high-yield egg production. A mature hen can lay around 280 to 320 eggs per year, depending on breeding conditions and diet. Their egg-laying cycle typically lasts between 18 and 24 months before productivity gradually declines. Thanks to their rapid reproduction rate, chicken farms can maintain a stable egg supply to meet domestic consumption and export demands. In addition to egg production, broiler chickens are continuously bred to provide new stock for the poultry industry, ensuring a steady supply of chicken meat in the market. In China, white-feathered broiler chickens are typically raised for about 35 to 42 days before reaching the standard weight for market sale. Under industrial farming conditions, each chicken can reach a weight of 4.4 to 5.5 pounds in a short period, allowing farmers to rotate production quickly and maximize profits. Economically, raising white-feathered broilers provides a stable source of income for farmers. On average, each chicken can generate a profit of $1.50 to $3 at the time of sale, depending on market prices and production costs. A large-scale farm with hundreds of thousands of chickens per month can earn millions of dollars through this farming model. The quality of white-feathered broiler meat is another factor contributing to its market popularity. The meat is tender, low in fat, and high in protein, making it suitable for a variety of dishes. With standardized feeding practices, broiler chicken meat maintains its freshness and is highly sought after in the food industry, restaurants, and export markets. White-feathered broiler chickens are primarily raised in China's major agricultural provinces, particularly Shandong, Henan, Guangdong, and Jiangsu. These regions have favorable climates, modern poultry farming infrastructure, and abundant feed supply, enabling the rapid growth of the white-feathered broiler industry. Shandong is one of the largest poultry production hubs in China, supplying millions of chickens annually for both domestic consumption and export. Currently, white-feathered broiler farming is expanding to other regions in China, including western and northeastern provinces such as Sichuan, Liaoning, and Heilongjiang. This expansion helps meet the increasing market demand while reducing production pressure on eastern provinces, where land availability is becoming more limited. Beyond domestic growth, China's white-feathered broiler chickens have also been introduced to other countries, particularly in Southeast Asia, including Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia. Due to their high productivity, short growing period, and quality meat, many farms in these countries have imported white-feathered broiler breeds from China to develop similar farming models. Additionally, countries like Brazil and Russia are experimenting with breeding white-feathered broilers to meet their domestic market demands. Leave a 1 if you like my video. In addition to white-feathered broilers, another high-yield chicken breed that is also widely raised in China is the yellow-feathered chicken. Yellow-feathered chickens are raised using a different method than white-feathered broilers to ensure firmer meat quality and a richer flavor. Instead of being housed in enclosed facilities with controlled temperature and lighting like white-feathered broilers, yellow-feathered chickens are typically raised in semi-free-range or fully free-range systems. This farming method provides them with more space to move, allowing for better muscle development, resulting in firmer meat with lower fat content. In the early stages, chicks are kept in enclosed barns with strict temperature and humidity control to ensure a high survival rate. Once they reach about 3 weeks old, they are gradually introduced to a more natural environment with ample space and conditions that closely resemble their natural habitat. This approach not only strengthens their immune systems, but also promotes even growth and reduces the risk of disease. The diet of yellow-feathered chickens also differs from that of industrially farmed broilers. They are fed a mixture of corn, rice bran, and soybean meal, and sometimes supplemented with green vegetables or natural insects to enhance their nutrition. Due to their slower growth rate compared to white-feathered broilers, yellow-feathered chickens typically take around 70 to 90 days to reach their market weight of 4 to 6 pounds. While white-feathered broilers stand out for their fast growth rate and adaptability to industrial farming, yellow-feathered chickens are favored for their superior meat quality, firmer texture, and greater appeal to Asian consumers. Yellow-feathered chickens are primarily raised in southern and southeastern provinces of China, such as Guangdong, Fujian, and Zhejiang, where there is a high demand for traditional free-range chicken dishes. Unlike white-feathered broilers, which are raised in fully enclosed industrial systems, yellow-feathered chickens are typically free-range or raised in semi-industrial conditions, which enhances their unique flavor and increases their commercial value. In terms of productivity, yellow-feathered chickens have a slightly longer rearing period compared to white-feathered broilers, usually ranging from 70 to 90 days before reaching market weight. However, they command a higher market price due to their superior meat quality, particularly when used in premium restaurant dishes or prepared as Cantonese roast chicken, a renowned delicacy. Leave a 0 if you find this video boring. Yellow-feathered chickens generate significant profits for farmers due to their high meat quality and better market prices compared to industrial white-feathered broilers. Since they require a longer rearing period, approximately 70 to 90 days, their production costs are higher. However, this is offset by their market price, which can range from $2.50 to $4 per pound, depending on the region and consumer demand. A fully grown yellow-feathered chicken typically weighs between 4 and 6 pounds, meaning each bird can generate between $10 and $24 in revenue for farmers. At large-scale farms in China, each production cycle can include hundreds of thousands of yellow-feathered chickens. For example, a farm raising approximately 100,000 chickens per cycle could generate between $1 million and $2.4 million in revenue per batch. With multiple production cycles per year, the total annual revenue can reach tens of millions of dollars. This makes yellow-feathered chicken farming one of the most important economic sectors in many rural areas of China. In addition to domestic consumption, yellow-feathered chickens are also exported to markets such as Hong Kong, Singapore, and the Middle East. In Vietnam, the mouse deer is also known as chio chio. This animal has an appearance similar to a deer, but with legs and ears resembling those of a mouse. It has soft, golden brown fur and large ears. Mouse deer are social animals and are primarily active at night. They are omnivores, mainly eating grass, leaves, fruits, and processed animal feed. As a result, raising mouse deer is not very complicated, but it does require farmers to have a good understanding of nutrition and suitable living conditions. When raising them, it is important to create a quiet environment with dim lighting to allow them to develop naturally. This species originates from Southeast Asia's tropical forests and is now commonly raised in Vietnam. When a baby mouse deer is born, it is very weak and requires special care. The young are fed milk for the first 2 to 3 months of life. After that, they are separated into their own area to begin eating grass and other foods such as young leaves and fresh fruit. During this time, farmers must closely monitor the development of the young, ensuring they are eating properly and staying healthy. Throughout the rearing process, farmers regularly check the health of the mouse deer. This helps prevent disease outbreaks and ensures the stable growth of the herd. Although not a primary food source, mouse deer meat is considered a traditional dish in some rural areas of Vietnam. The meat is highly nutritious, rich in protein, and low in fat. It is consumed in restaurants and eateries, often prepared in various specialty dishes. In addition to its use in crafting, mouse deer fur is also known for its medicinal properties, particularly in stopping bleeding. In some rural areas, locals have a tradition of using mouse deer fur to treat minor wounds. The fur is believed to have the ability to absorb and stop bleeding when applied to small cuts or abrasions. Coffee cultivation in Vietnam starts with soil preparation. The soil for planting coffee must be thoroughly plowed to create a well-drained, loose, and airy surface. Farmers typically plant coffee in rows with a spacing of 2.5 to 3 meters between each tree to ensure they have enough space to grow. Choosing the right coffee variety is also crucial, with Robusta being the most common as it is drought-resistant, pest-resistant, and yields high productivity. Once the coffee plants reach maturity, usually around 3 to 4 years of age, they will begin to flower and bear fruit. Care during this stage includes watering, fertilizing, and pest control. Both organic and inorganic fertilizers are used to provide the necessary nutrients, helping the coffee plants flower on time and produce high-quality fruits. To successfully breed mouse deer, farmers need to select healthy individuals with good appearance and no signs of disease. These breeding animals should have strong health, solid bone structure, and high reproductive capacity. Typically, mouse deer begin breeding around 10 months of age. During the breeding process, males and females are kept in separate enclosures and are only allowed to mate during the breeding season. Farmers can use natural mating methods to maintain the population. After successful mating, the female is pregnant for about 6 months before giving birth. Throughout the pregnancy, the farm provides a well-balanced diet rich in protein and plenty of green vegetables to support the development of the offspring. The breeding environment should be quiet and slightly humid. Mouse deer typically give birth to 1 or 2 offspring at a time and can breed 1 to 2 times a year. It is important to avoid disturbing them during the birth process, as this can cause them to become frightened. The coffee harvest season in Vietnam usually takes place from October to December each year. This is a crucial time in the coffee growing cycle, as the coffee cherries ripen and turn red, ready for picking. However, coffee harvesting requires careful attention and precision, as picking too early or too late can affect the quality of the coffee beans. Coffee can be harvested by hand or by machine. Hand harvesting is typically used in small coffee farms or high-quality coffee plantations because it allows for the selective picking of fully ripe cherries, ensuring better quality. On the other hand, machine harvesting is suitable for large-scale coffee growing areas, as it saves time and labor costs. However, machine harvesting may result in many unripe cherries being picked, which affects the product quality, so manual harvesting is still preferred by many farmers. After harvest, the coffee beans are processed on-site to preserve their quality. There are 2 main methods for processing coffee, the wet method and the dry method. The wet method involves removing the beans from the cherries immediately after harvest, and then fermenting and drying them. The dry method, which is more common, involves leaving the coffee bean in the sun to ripen naturally, and the beans are extracted once the cherries are dry. For adult mouse deer, their care regimen needs to be adjusted to ensure good health and high reproductive productivity. Nutrition is the most important factor in helping mouse deer maintain good health and reproductive success. Their diet mainly consists of fresh grasses like elephant grass and alfalfa, and fresh vegetables such as water spinach and sweet potato leaves, providing essential vitamins and minerals. Additionally, the farm may sometimes supplement their diet with processed foods like pellets, grain mixtures, or bran to ensure they get all the necessary nutrients. To further enhance their health, minerals and vitamins are also added to their feed. The living environment of the mouse deer is equally important. The enclosures should be spacious, well ventilated, and offer enough room for them to move freely. The area should also have surrounding plants to mimic their natural habitat, creating a more comfortable environment for them. What do you think about raising mouse deer? Leave a comment below. Don't leave the screen just yet. Right after this, I'll take you to the largest coffee-growing region in Vietnam to show you how they harvest coffee. Leave a 0 if you don't like my video. Coffee is one of Vietnam's main agricultural products and plays a crucial role in the economy, especially for farmers in the Central Highlands. With its vast coffee plantations, Vietnam is not only the second largest coffee producer in the world, but also a major coffee exporter, second only to Brazil. Vietnamese coffee is primarily Robusta, known for its strong flavor, which suits the tastes of many consuming countries. The Central Highlands is the leading region for coffee production in Vietnam, comprising the provinces of Dak Lak, Dak Nông, Gia Lai, and Kon Tum. This area is ideal for coffee cultivation, with a tropical monsoon climate, nutrient-rich basalt soil, and the perfect elevation. Dak Lak province currently has the largest coffee-growing area in the country, with about 200,000 hectares. Coffee here is primarily grown at altitudes between 500 and 1,000 meters above sea level, where the cool climate and regular rainfall create ideal conditions for coffee plants to thrive. Vietnam is currently the second largest coffee producer in the world, after Brazil, and primarily exports to major markets such as the United States, the European Union, Japan, and the Middle East. Vietnamese coffee is renowned for its consistent quality, competitive prices, and suitability for global consumer demand. While most of Vietnam's coffee exports are in the form of beans, there has recently been a shift towards value-added products such as instant coffee and roasted ground coffee. These products not only help increase export value, but also meet the growing demand both domestically and internationally for convenient coffee options. Vietnamese coffee is known for its bold, strong flavor, rich bitterness, and low acidity compared to Arabica coffee. This makes it particularly popular among those who enjoy a more intense, robust coffee taste. The aroma of Vietnamese coffee is also distinctive, with earthy, woody notes and sometimes a hint of cocoa. Additionally, the brewing method used in Vietnam contributes to its unique character, especially with the famous iced coffee with sweetened condensed milk. The combination of strong black coffee and creamy condensed milk creates a sweet, rich flavor, offering a unique experience that is hard to find anywhere else.